Happy Monday, February 27th. So something I've been struggling with lately is focus. In fact, just this past week, I was discussing with a coworker about how distracting I find Slack. For those that aren't familiar, Slack is like instant messenger for businesses. In a world where we're still mostly virtual, it's nearly impossible to connect with people when you're constantly getting urgent messages during your Zoom calls. This is why lately I've been opting to utilize Do Not Disturb feature on my phone and also closing Slack during important meetings. I'm sure many people listening can relate to getting distracted, thrown off task, and pulled in multiple directions during the normal workday. That's the world we live in now, right? Well, there's an old Portuguese proverb that simply states, "Think of many things, do one." If you feel like I do this week, then here are a few tips that I use to maintain my focus. Number 1, eliminate distractions. As I mentioned earlier, try putting your phone on Do Not Disturb during meetings. It is a great way to stay engaged and focused on the task at hand. I also recommend minimizing all your open windows during Zoom calls as an added measure. I guarantee that everyone listening this week will have multiple calls where someone will ask them to repeat what they said because they were responding to an email or Slack message or text message, whatever, during the meeting. Well, now you have the solution. Number 2, stop multitasking. It's tempting to multitask during meetings, especially ones you don't feel invested in. However, a 2009 Stanford study showed that people who multitask have shorter attention spans, less memory capability, and less ability to switch between tasks. Multitasking will ultimately make you less effective and more prone to errors. Instead, try blocking time for important tasks where you can focus without interruption. Also, this drives me nuts, but if the meeting isn't important enough for you to pay attention, then why are you in the meeting? Too many of us are afraid to leave meetings where we don't add value. But if you want to be productive, you may want to reevaluate your position on having to attend every meeting. 3, take a break. I used to stink at this, but it wasn't until I started to get older when I realized that taking a short break is far better than bringing anything less than my best self to a meeting or to the task at hand. There are countless studies that show taking breaks helps people with performance, even of the simplest tasks. Next time you're feeling a little burned out during the day, take 10 minutes and go outside, or even just stare at a distant object that's not your computer or phone screen. I think you're going to find that when you come back, you have a new level of focus. 4, exercise. This is huge for me. When I miss workouts, I don't feel as productive, period. I also find clarity on long runs where I can think about complex problems. Study after study shows that working out isn't just good for the body, but it's good for the brain as well. According to Harvard Medical School, regular exercise is important for memory capacity and concentration. 5, meditate. Meditation is proven to help people focus and perform better on cognitive tests. Meditation requires a great deal of focus, and by practicing this, you can help train yourself to stay focused. As I've said multiple times, I like to meditate while I'm in an ice bath. It's like a daily rest stop for both my body and my mind. I also use this time to focus on my intent for the day and what is that one thing that needs to get done to make the entire day a success. So this week, if you're having trouble staying focused like I am, try these 5 things. Eliminate distractions, stop multitasking, take a break, exercise, and meditate. I have a feeling you'll be grateful you did. So let me know in the comments below if you're watching on LinkedIn, what do you do to stay focused? Give everyone a tip. If you're listening on Spotify, please take a minute and give me that 5-star review. I would really appreciate it, especially if you found any of this content helpful. And as always, remember, you are limitless.